Put to the beginning of the chapter, please.
Krishna Vadaya
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Swami
Namaste Saraswati Devi Nirvisa Sanavadi Krishna Chaitanya Priya Chaita Gadadara Siddhadi Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Haraya Nama Krishna
Yadavaya Namaha
Hare Govindaram
Shimadhusuda
Vasakaroti Vachalam Yatri Vatavahan Mande
Sri Gurundina Tarinam
Paramananda Madhavam
Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hare Om Tat
Tat
Tat.
Tat. So today morning, we're going to continue from the book that Srila Jayapataka Maharaj is compiling. It's the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. And today's chapter is entitled as The Dacoit Leader Describes the Whole Incident to Lord Nityānanda. And it's under the section of the pastimes of Nityananda. And we are reading again from the Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda.
I want this was it says
5.656.
তুই স্থির হইয়া দিছ তবে কতক্ষণে কহিতে লাগিলা সব প্রভু বিদ্যমানে
where's the translation? All right.
Anyways, I'll just see.
You have to show the Bengali to me.
Okay, show me the Bengali. I'm translating.
So when the Brahman, the great leader, he gained his composure.
So when the Brahmin dacoit leader, he regained his composure
After some time,
after some time,
he started to speak what all happened
he started to speak all what had happened
in the presence of Lord Nityānanda.
in the presence of Lord Nityananda. Next. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.657.
নাম সে ব্রাহ্মণ ব্যাম চণ্ডাল আচার
I have to see the Bengali. How the Bengali, it's so big. I can't see the Bengali. Just select the Bengali and reduce.
Just
its
select
size.
the Bengali itself, only the Bengali script, and reduce it. So we can both see the Bengali and
And
the
on the
English.
select, put the cursor over the Bengali. Not
Only the Bengali script.
it has to just put the cursor at the beginning of that right. Now reduce that size. not that much. Later.
Okay, it's okay.
The Lord Nityānanda, I live in Nadia district and Navadip.
So Lord Nityānanda, he lived in Nadia district
And Navadip.
in Navadvip.
By name,
Sorry, oh Lord Nityānanda, I lived in Navadvip. By name, I'm a Brahmin,
but my behavior is like a hunter and a dog eater.
but by behavior, I'm like a hunter and a dog eater.
So the dacoit leader, the armed robber leader,
So the dacoit,
he's completely, he's being very honest.
so the dacoit leader, the armed rob leader, he's being very honest.
Although he was born in a Brahmin family,
Although he's born in a Brahmin family,
he eats meat, he drinks wine.
he eats meat, he
He's
drinks
right.
wine. He's very sinful.
He's very well,
He's very fallen.
only speaking 3 words.
Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.658.
Always in the company of wicked people.
Always in the company of wicked people,
I loot and steal.
I loot and steal.
Since my birth, I have done nothing for people but commit violence to others.
Since my birth, I have done nothing to people but commit violence to others. Next verse.
So he's speaking to Lord Nityānanda.
So he is speaking to Lord Nityānanda,
His actual situation.
his actual situation. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.659.
They see me, all the people now the deep and tremble in fear.
If they see me, all the people in Navadvip, they tremble in fear.
This body, what sin has not been done.
In this body, what sin has not been done? Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.660.
তাহা হরিবারে চিত্ত হইল আমার।
Staying on your body, decorated with valuable ornaments.
Seeing on your body decorated with valuable ornaments,
My mind, I desired to steal them.
my mind, I desired to steal them. In my mind,
I desired to steal them.
I desired to steal them.
I became determined to steal them.
I became determined to steal them. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.661.
হরিতে আইল মহিষ সঙ্গে রত্ন।
One day, I assembled a great number of thieves,
One day I assembled with a great number of thieves,
and I came to the purpose to steal the elements from your divine body.
I came with the purpose to steal the ornaments from your divine body. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.662.
সেদিন নিদ্রায় প্রভু মহিলা সবারে তোমারও মায়ায় নাকি জানিল তোমারে।
Reduce
Reduce the size of the Bengal.
that day, oh Lord, by your illusory energy, you caused us to fall asleep.
On that day, by your illusionary energy, you caused us to fall asleep.
And I could not understand your actual position.
And I could not understand your actual position. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.663.
On another night, we worship Chandi
On another night, we worship Chandi
various ways.
in various ways.
Then we came armed with swords, knives, shields,
Then we came armed with swords, knives, and shields,
and tridents.
and tridents. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.664.
মহিমা দেখিলাম সেই দিনে সর্ববাদী আছে গেলি পদাতুক বাণী।
That night, we saw something astonishing.
That night we saw something astonishing
and wonderful.
and wonderful.
The whole house was surrounded by foot soldiers.
The whole house was surrounded by foot soldiers. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antakanda 5.665.
Each soldier was as powerful as a mad elephant.
Each soldier was as powerful as a mad elephant.
They're all wearing garlands, which extended down to their knees.
And they were all wearing garlands which extended down to their knees.
From their necks.
From their necks. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antakanda 5.666.
তুমি আছো গৃহ মাঝে আনন্দ শয়নে।
Each of them were chanting constantly the holy name.
Each of them were chanting constantly the holy name.
And you were inside the house, sleeping very blissfully.
And you were inside the house sleeping very blissfully.
I mean, normally thieves never admit all the details of their crime.
No, I mean, normally thieves don't admit all the details of their crime.
So when he came before Lord Nityānanda, he was crying, he was rolling on the ground.
But when he came to Lord Nityānanda, he was crying, he was rolling on the ground.
All the hairs on his body had stood on end.
All the hairs on his body had stood on end.
And that boy there,
See that boy
how he's
there?
sitting,
See how he's sitting?
that's called the Virasana.
That's called the Bira Asana.
Sometimes Lord Nityānanda would sit in that pose, and different devotees would go in front of him dancing.
Sometimes Lord Nityānanda would sit in that pose and have different devotees go in front of him and dance.
And each devotee would dance wildly,
And each one they would dance wildly,
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 not wildly.
wild.
And next one,
Next one, next one.
he would have people dancing like that.
So he would have people dance like that, dancing like that.
Back to the story.
Back to the story.
So anyway, some people had said he's a thief.
Anyway, some people had said he's a thief.
Maybe he's just putting on a show.
Maybe he's just putting on a show.
And then when he gets a chance, he'll steal.
When he gets a chance, he will steal.
So why did you ask him? Tell me what's the realization of Krishna.
So Lord Nityānanda asked him to tell me, what is your realization of Krishna?
He's expressing himself.
So he is expressing himself. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.667.
কেন সে পাপিষ্ঠ চিত্ত আমার সদাকার তবু নাহি বুঝিলাম মহিমা তোমার
Allah had such sinful hearts.
I had such
All of us
all of us had such sinful hearts
that we didn't understand their actual glories.
we did not understand your actual glory. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.668.
তো আমি সেদিন গেলাম সেই মতে
Whose infantry soldiers had come and from what place,
Whose infantry soldiers had come and from what place?
thinking like this, we went.
Seeing like this, we went.
We went away, and that thinking like this, we went away in that way.
Thinking like this, we went away in that way. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.669.
কবে মাত্র দুই চক্ষু খাইতাম
After some days, we came yesterday,
So after some days, we came yesterday,
and when they came, our two eyes were lost.
when we came, our two eyes were lost. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.670.
And then the house, all the thieves had become blinded.
Entering the house, all the thieves had become blinded.
Various places they fell down.
And in various places, they fell down. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.671.
কাঁটা যোগ পক্ষর বৃষ্টিশিলা ঘাতে সবে মরি কারো শক্তি নাহি তো যাইতে
Plants, leeches, insects, and violent storm,
Uh,
rain,
thorns, leeches, insects, violent rain,
and hailstones.
and hailstorm.
They all struck everyone.
They all struck everyone.
No one had the strength to leave that place.
And no one had the strength to leave that place. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antakanda 5.672.
হইল যদি হোক, তবে শেষে সবার হইল ভক্তি যোগ।
Great pain by Kamaraj was experienced by everyone.
Great pain by Yamaraj was experienced by everyone.
But at the end, after suffering, and finally, all of us got Bhakti Yoga.
But at the end, after suffering, finally, all of us got Bhakti Yoga. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Ja.
Ja, ja.
Last night, I was embracing Giriraj Swami,
Last night, I was embracing Giriraj Swami,
and he kept his head on my heart for a long time.
and he kept his head on my heart for a long time.
Then he said that I just hear in your heart that you're dancing.
Then he said, I just hear in your heart Nitai Gaur dancing.
I was thinking that we know the song Nitai Gaur Bole Nache Ramon.
So I was thinking, we know the song Nitai Gaur Bole Nache Ramar Mon,
That Nitai Gaur, he was chanting Nitai Gaur.
that he was chanting Nitai Gaur,
That I could hear dancing in his mind.
and I could hear dancing in his mind.
So the dacoits, Lord Nityānanda, he's not a stereotype, he's not a robot.
So Lord Nityānanda, he's not a stereotype, a robot.
He, in the Sveta Sada Upanishad
In the Sweta Swatara Upanishad,
says Nityanam, Chaitanya Chaitanam.
it says Nitya Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam.
All the eternal is the supreme eternal.
Of all the eternals, he is the supreme eternal.
Of the conscious is the supreme conscious.
Of the conscious, he is the supreme conscious.
So how he delivers people, that may be different people.
So how he delivers people, that may be different for different people.
These are ruffians, mafia type, coming to steal his wealth.
These are ruffians, mafia type coming to steal his wealth.
So he had to experience different things.
So he had them experience different things.
But they didn't come to their consciousness. So he got very heavy.
So they didn't come to their consciousness till it got very heavy.
That I realized that he was the Supreme Lord.
Then they realized that he is the Supreme Lord.
And they had a change of heart.
And they had a change of heart. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.673.
একান্ত ভাবে সবে স্মরণ
by your mercy, uh, we remembered, we got remembrance of your lotus feet.
By your mercy, we got remembrance of your lotus feet.
And in that way, you gave us single-pointed remembrance
And in that way, you gave us single-pointed remembrance
for all of us.
for all of us. Haribol. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.674.
হই
Oh,
There's one more eye.
I'm failing.
Very good. Is that better?
Thus, all our vision, our eyes are restored.
And thus, our vision, our eyes were restored.
We can understand your greatness,
And we could understand your greatness,
of the deliverer of the fallen,
the deliverer of the fallen,
Nityānanda.
Patit Pavan.
So some devotees were asking, well, why did Nityānanda so merciful? Why did he cause the people to suffer so much?
So some people are asking, if Lord Nityānanda is so merciful, why did he cause these people suffering so much?
In this way, they came to their senses.
But in this way, they came to their senses.
And how he delivered the Jagai Madai one way, and how he delivered these armed robbers.
How he delivered Jagai Madai, how he delivered these armed robbers,
They all became devotees.
but they all became devotees. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.675.
All these sufferings not important.
All these sufferings are not important.
We have remembered you and your lives. That is the real glory.
That we have remembered you and your glories, That is the real glory. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.676.
চলি যা ভগবান
By this, in remembrance, the bondage of ignorance is cut,
By this remembrance, the bondage of ignorance is cut, is cut.
and easily one could go to Vaikuntha,
And easily one could go to Vaikuntha,
and easily one can go to Vaikuntha now.
and easily one could go to Vaikuntha Dham. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.677.
কহিয়া কহিয়া বিজব কান্দে উদ্ধরায় হেন লীলা করে প্রভু অবধূত রায়।
As the Brahmana spoke,
As the Brahmana spoke,
he cried,
he,
uh, uh,
he cried
profusely.
profusely.
Such pastimes are performed by Lord Nityānanda Avadut.
Such pastimes are performed by Lord Nityānanda Avadut. Thus ends the chapter.
Title.
Thus ends the chapter entitled, The Dacoit Leader Describes the Whole Incident to Lord Nityananda under the section, The Pastimes of Nityananda. Done.
So I normally read one chapter a day.
So normally I read one chapter a day.
Do you have time to read another chapter?
Do we have time to read
Yeah,
another
Lord
chapter?
Nityānanda- What Lord Nityānanda said?
Do you want to hear what Lord Nityananda said?
Yeah. So sorry, 8:30.
It's already 8:30. You'll have to tune in.
Huh?
You'll have to tune in later.
Huh?
Prabhu is saying to Lord Maharaj, Prabhu is saying.
Huh?
Avatar Prabhu is saying it's a special opportunity. We should take it. You don't know when we'll see you again. How many verses? There's a Rath Yatra going on in the Upper Valley, and some devotees have to go, like. the
All right.
devotees.
Any questions?
All right, is there any questions,
All that.
comments?
Altara. Yeah.
Yes, Maraji?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. My question is, how can we attain the stage of pure chanting or Shuddhanam?
How can we attain the stage of pure chanting or Shuddhanam?
How can we attain the stage of pure chanting?
How can we attain the stage of pure chanting?
Well, gradually that would come,
Well, gradually that would come,
but because of the mercy of Nitai Gaur, then that comes very quickly.
but if we get the mercy of Nitai Gaur, then that can come very quickly.
All the dacoits, they got the mercy,
How the dacoits, they got the mercy
and in less than a month,
in less than a month.
they're crying for Krishna.
They were crying for Krishna.
Such is the pastime of Lord Nityānanda.
Such is the pastimes of Lord Nityānanda.
He's all the dude.
He's an avadut.
He's, you know what way he'll give mercy.
You never know what way he will give you mercy.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances.
Dear Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances.
Guru Maharaj, we heard from you before to please Radha Krishna, we need to please Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and
Please, Radha and Krishna, we need to please Gauranga.
to please Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we need to please Nityananda Prabhu. So Guru Maharaj, can you please tell how we can please Nityananda Prabhu and get his mercy?
So can you please tell how we can please Nityananda Mahaprabhu and get his mercy?
Shastra tells us that the spiritual master is right dear to Lord Nityānanda.
Shastra tells us that the spiritual master is very dear to Lord Nityananda.
So if you please the spiritual master, then you can please Lord Nityānanda.
So if you please the spiritual master, then you can please Lord Nityananda.
That's one way.
That's one way.
Of course, other than that, Lord Nityānanda was giving out his mercy to those who were chanting.
Of course, how Lord Nityānanda, he was giving out his mercy for those who were chanting.
So when he was told by Lord Chaitanya to go back to Bengal,
When he was told by Lord Chaitanya to go back to Bengal,
he stopped in Panihati first.
he stopped in Panihati first.
Raghava Pandit, he asked, how many are you?
And Raghava Pandit, he asked, how many are you?
And there were more or less 50.
There were more or less 50.
But he said, go take your bath in the Ganges, and in 1 hour I'll have a feast ready.
So he said, you go take a bath in the Ganges, and in 1 hour, I'll have a feast for all of you.
And those are cooks. For 50 people in 1 hour.
So those who are cooks, can you cook for 50 people in 1 hour?
That's right. Raghava Pandit and his sister, Damayanti,
Raghava
Right,
Pandit, his
excellent.
sister Damayanti, she is very expert.
said in Panihati, they were chanting day and night.
It says in Panihati, they were chanting day and night.
And they even forgot to eat
They even forgot to eat.
They started developing all kinds of mystical powers.
And they started developing all kinds of mystic powers.
Some are uprooting large trees.
Some were
and
uprooting large trees.
some are coming by light and dancing from one tree top to the next.
Some were gliding, dancing from one tree to another.
It's a 60-foot bamboo and playing it like a flute.
And some were holding a 60 feet bamboo and playing it like a flute.
Holding a bamboo. That's all. So
Anyway, holding a bamboo, that's quite something.
one guy, usually it takes 2 people
Usually it takes 2 people
at least.
at least.
So like this. And then Lord Nityānanda, he danced.
And when Lord Nityānanda, he danced,
Lord Chaitanya appeared there,
Lord Chaitanya appeared there,
but he was invisible
but he was invisible
except to Lord Nityānanda.
except to Lord Nityānanda.
And Lord Nityānanda said, Lord Chaitanya has come,
So Lord Nityānanda said, Lord Chaitanya has come,
but he's not visible to you.
but he's not visible to
But
you.
he's wearing a garland of this particular scented flower.
He's wearing a garland of this particular scented flower.
And if you smell him, you can tell he's there by the smell.
You get what?
By the smell, you can tell that he's there.
And if you smell it, by the smell, you can tell he is there.
Then people,
And so people were just going,
ah, oh, no.
ah, no.
Oh. Start rolling on the ground
They started rolling on the ground
like a low gas.
like it was love gas.
So, what's your question?
What was your question again?
Uh-huh. So, if you dance,
So if you dance
chant Hare Krishna,
and chant Hare Krishna,
maybe these.
he will be pleased. He may be.
That will please the Guru also,
That will please the Guru also,
right?
right?
Or the Guru Karma thing.
What does Judah Karmapu say? Go.
Lady turn.
Maharaj, we see that in the past times of Lord Nityānanda with Jagai and Madai and now with the dacoits, he never takes offense. He doesn't take things personally. And in my
Times of Jagai and Madai, and now the dacoits, he never takes offense, he never takes things personally.
in my observation of you, in the grand positions that you've had, in the grand service that you do, you have never taken anything personally, and you continue to give from your heart.
That we've had, you never take things personally. What was the last point?
You continue to give from your heart
You continue to give from your heart.
in all humility. How can we perform our services, the many or few that they are,
Perform our services, and many are few that there are.
in humility without taking things personally?
Can we perform our services, and many are few that there are, without in that kind of humility, without taking things personally?
I want see Lord Nityānanda, he wanted to see people become Krishna conscious.
So I mean, we see Lord Nityānanda, he wanted people to become Krishna conscious.
And that was his motive.
That was his motive.
And so like that, a real try, right? Right? The people Krishna conscious.
So like that, if we all try to make the people Krishna conscious,
That's the only thing that matters.
that's the only thing that matters.
You don't want say things personally.
We don't want to take things personally.
You want right people Krishna conscious.
We want to make people Krishna conscious.
Last question.
Last question. There's a question here, but also online, there's a question.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, you were sharing yesterday that we don't hand out japa beads to people who are not devotees, people who we just met. We do what we give is a clicker, or we should give a clicker.
You were saying yesterday that we don't give beads to non-devotees or people that we just met, but we should rather could give a clicker.
And you were explaining that the reason is because Prabhupada said that if we give them japa beads, so we take the karma.
Because you were saying that the reason we don't give the japa beads is that because we may take their karma.
So, and we see how in Vrindavan and Mayapur, the first comers that come to the temple, so beads are being given to them.
See that in Vrindavan and Mayapur, the first comers there, the beads are given to them.
And also in other places, so the devotees also do that.
Also in other places.
So the
devotees
question
give.
is
The
how to
question is,
the question how to have the criteria when and when not to give beads
so
or
what is the
clickers. So
criteria of when and when not to give beads to people?
Uh, and Iowa, they have certain beads, red color. Like you don't need those to teach them how to chant.
In Mayapur, we have certain beads. They're red color. They're given to people just to teach them how to chant.
And if they want, they'll buy us some beads.
If they want, they can buy a set of beads.
See, if someone buys a set, no karma.
See, if someone buys a set, then there's no karma.
If you give the set free,
If you give a set free,
like at time of initiation, you give a set free leaves, and they have to take the karma.
like at the time of
that's like-
initiation, we give a set of beads for free and we have to take the karma of the disciple.
But the person is transitioning rounds, either more rags,
But the person is chanting 16 rounds, following the 4 regs,
they'll be Krishna conscious.
they'll be Krishna conscious.
So you take that risk.
So we take that risk.
That's why the gurus are taking a lot of risks.
That's why the gurus, they are taking a lot of risk.
The disciples should be very careful
The disciples should be very careful
not to break their principles.
not to break their principles.
In the fifth canto, Prabhupada said that relations between husband and wife is considered celibacy.
In the 5th canto, Srila Prabhupada said that relation between husband and wife is considered celibacy.
No karma.
So there's no karma.
But if one has for procreation by Krishna conscious child, that's a devotional service.
But if one has for procreation for a Krishna consciousness child, then that is devotional service.
And that's even higher.
That's even higher.
One thing is the karma, one thing is devotional service.
So one thing is no karma, but another thing is devotional service.
So like that, we try to so if you sell beads, that would be the way.
So if you sell beads, that would be the way.
You can sell the even for 1 cent.
You can sell beads for 1 cent.
They cost you $1. Sell it for 10 cents or something.
It costs you $1. You can sell it for 10 cents or something.
Whatever you sell, that's you take money. That takes something, right? To take money. All right.
Whatever you sell, I mean, you have to take something. If you take money, then that's all right.
Take no money, you take karma.
If you take no money, you take karma.
We don't, well, these of mine are not give free.
We don't, and the beads in Mayapur, we don't give free.
They can chant, they have to give back the beads.
They could chant, but they have to give back the
You
beads.
tell them they want to buy it, and they can buy it.
Then we tell them you want to buy, that you have to buy them. Or you could buy them.
I don't know, some might steal the bead.
I mean, I don't know, someone may steal the beads.
uh, What's the karma if they steal your bead?
I don't know what's the karma if they steal your beads.
Some disciples come and say, oh, my bead were stolen.
Some disciples come to me and they say, oh, my beads were stolen.
And my you steal a bead from some famous guru, disciple, can sell that as premium.
In Mayapur, if you steal the beads from some famous guru, there's sorry,
You can sell it at a premium.
you can sell it at premium.
Watch out for your beads.
So watch out for your beads. Guru Maharaj also said disciple. Famous guru or disciple.
All right.
All right.
It's some online question.
There was some online question.
All right.
All right. We have cookies to distribute, so time constraint. Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Chaitanya Bhagavat ki, Nityānanda Ram ki, Nitai Go Premananda, Hari Hari Bo.